when you're writing, when you go back to the editing phase, in that third phase, and you're coming back and you're fine tuning your writing, you want to make sure that your first sentence captures people. And it's one of the things that I I love about your writing, uh, Vivian, is because I see it in you that you have that ability to just capture people right from the first sentence, right? And that's what you need and want to do with your writing. And in fact, if you give me 1 minute, let me just see if I can. I'd like to share Vivian's first sentence. So Vivian's chapter is called "Turning Your Challenges into Miracles," and this is her first sentence. As I stood in my backyard, mid-city, midwinter, lighting a 2 by 2 meter pile of men's clothing on fire, I popped the champagne. Okay, that's her first sentence. Now, what does that sentence do for us? It makes us wonder, well, what's she up to? You know, what's going on here? Why is she, lighting this pile of men's clothing on fire? And with champagne means she's celebrating, right? So what the heck is she celebrating? So your first sentence wants to get the reader curious enough to read the first paragraph. So let's go on and read the first paragraph. So I popped the champagne. It made a muffled sound in the dark. And this is the other great thing about Vivian's writing, or any good writer's writing, is that you notice that you can picture what she's doing in your mind. She's painting a picture of the scene, right? And so you can hear the sounds, you can see the fire, you can feel how she's feeling. As we go on, we'll hear more. It made a muffled sound in the dark, wearing only my best underwear, a black leather jacket, and long velour boots. I saw his red shirt, his favorite, only 1 week old, being devoured by the flames under the moon. I mean, if that isn't a great picture, where I can just see, can't you all just see Vivian right now in her best underwear?
That's right.
With a black leather jacket on and long velour boots. Oh man, is that a picture? Is that a picture? Come on, you know. Oh, and then I saw his red shirt, and it was his favorite one, just 1 week old, and I was burning it up. I heard the fire crackle as it took. So again, listen to the words she's using. I heard the fire crackle. You know that it gives us the sensory experience of the words that she's using. I heard the fire crackle as it took a toll on his boxers in the snow, that his boxer shorts, right? Hoping that no one would report me to the police. I had never been this intensely open to all of my feelings: sad, angry, disappointed, disillusioned, enraged, and strangely happy. I felt free. So, what's great about this paragraph is that it allows me to picture what's going on in Vivian's life at that moment. And by the end of the paragraph, I realized, well, she must have just broken up with this guy, right? And she's sad. And listen to the juxtaposition of feelings: sad, angry, disappointed, disillusioned, enraged. Okay, those are all natural things when you break up with somebody, right? And yet strangely happy. I felt free. And so this kind of writing makes us want to know more. You know, it makes us I want to know what Vivian's story is. I want to know what was going on in her life at that time. And that's the way you want to write. When you open up, whether it's a book, a chapter, an article, a magazine article, you want to begin in a way that captures your reader and draws them into your story. And one of the best ways you do that is by telling a story, number one, and two, telling it in a way that you're not telling about what happened, but you're putting the reader in that place. I mean, I think as I read that paragraph, how could any of us not feel ourselves standing next to Vivian in her best underwear, her leather jacket, and her velour boots, man? It's watching that fire burn up this man's clothing. You know, I mean, we were there, we were experiencing it with her. And that's what great writing does, you know, is it just allows us to be part of the author's experience. So that's, you know, the beginning is always the most important. but you want to continue that. You want to keep, as you write and as you continue to tell your story, you want to allow the reader to feel that they're part of the whole thing. And that's what the reason we read, the reason we watch movies, the reason we go to plays is because they evoke emotions in us. They allow us to feel. And so the way you allow your reader to feel is by giving them the experience of what you have experienced, of what you've gone through, in a way that they can take it in and that they can relate it to their own personal experiences.